I'm assuming if you watch this regularly scheduled program, you enjoy Roblox sports games. This game in particular is Volleyball Legends. In Volleyball Legends, you play volleyball on teams of 6 versus 6, and the controls of this game are very simple, and once you finally get them down to a T, you'll get it like muscle memory. There's more than just volleyball in this game, with unlockable cosmetics such as different skins for the volleyball, different characters that vary in different stats, and different emotes you can get as well. This game in itself also has your special move, which is like an ultimate ability, and that is usually the game winner for most cases.
Hello and welcome to CONNetwork, a special edition on Football Night on Block 8. It's the National League Playoffs, the wild card, a rematch of the Season 21 Championship between the Portland Pioneers and the Hamilton Braves, who've come all the way across the continent to play their foe, sneaking into the playoffs after the Baltimore Seagulls forfeited. So this means Ari gets to play at home as the 2 seed, whereas they would have been a 3 seed. And so you can bet he's very lucky for that. Yeah, I know. And with the performance of both of the anthems, or afterwards, we'll get things going.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free our home and native land. True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Stand for, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And now we'll get going with our game here. After both anthems have been sung, it's time for some cross-border rivalry. How about that to start off the National League playoffs? Winner will play in Montreal. And so Ari won the toss and chose to defer, which means Hamilton will get the ball first. I mean, these teams are very contrasting. Ari's sort of an all-offense kind of guy. Meanwhile, Hussar's more of an all-defense kind of guy. And so it'll be interesting to see that matchup here. However, first we have the Hamilton offense against the Portland defenses. They'll try to maybe get a stop today. Portland not heavy in the amount of stops they've been able to get. As the opening kickoff goes to the 20. The Portland special teams has been a tremendous unit these past few seasons. Will they be what it takes to push them to a National League title for the first time since season 17? Their only title. As the first play of the game, a 9-yard run for the Hamilton Braves. Hussar on second down. Looking right. Goes down the middle, gets a good gain. Found a gap there for a 3rd and short. And he's got it. These are two players who are trying to avoid the Cinderella story narrative. Hussar's dream season, season 21, was when he finally broke through and won the Bloxy Bowl and the National League Championship against this team. And Ari's only playoff appearance, or not playoff appearance, only Bloxy Bowl appearance came in season 17 that he won against essentially one of the best Jacks teams we've seen at that point. So these are teams with some experience. Of course, Hussar isn't quite yet a league veteran, but he plays like one. Is now he's knocking on the door of Portland's end zone. Going left, he's got the touchdown, first of the game. As time accidentally runs a little there, Ari will get 3 free seconds. 6-0, and the extra point makes it 7. And if you please, let's talk about these stats from these teams. Ari had some of the best points per game in both, well, just some of the best stats in offensive categories throughout the season. And although it hasn't been calculated yet, he's an easy favorite for Offensive Player of the Year with almost 2,005 games. 1.7K if you want the specific number. As Ari, on the kickoff, gets a good return. Tip doesn't do much. And he's known for his good returns. During that wind drought, it seemed his only strong suit was his ability to break off for big runs, both on offense and on the kickoff team. As he also starts off with a run, but he gets blocked! It's going to be 3rd and 15. Can he make it up to midfield here? We've talked about this Hamilton defense, but can they get a stop early? Yes, they can! But 4th and 5, he could go for a fake field goal here. And plus, he is known to break off for big runs, as he's got it. Just what he needs to get across. And Hazard had a great stop there to force 3rd and 15, but you had to stop him for getting to midfield. Another big stop. And again, if he can keep this consistent, then nothing's stopping him from shutting out Ari potentially, as here's 3rd and 10. Can he get a stop here? Will Ari prevail? Looks like he's going to prevail this time. The tip back for a 4th down. And he's got through for the touchdown and more. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. The tip brings him back again. And recently, tippable players have become less and less of a thing in the AFA as they adapt. Ari is just one of those players you can tip, along with yours truly on CONNopolis. As he's got the touchdown, a great drive to start off for Portland. I'll read chat after. And he gets blocked! The score is 6-7. Can you believe it? I mean tippable, like you can get tipped back. Like how often I get tipped and looks like that might have been a return. Let's see. That could have gone all the way for a touchdown there, but there will be review because that was a close call as to whether he caught it or not. If he made contact with it, influenced the ball in any way on the ref's screen, or if not on the ref's screen, but if someone provides review, and looking at the moment where it goes right to him, there's no doubt that he's near the ball. It's a matter of whether he actually hit the ball or affected it in any way. Oh boy. And here's what we're looking at right now. Right here. Does he make contact? That's a huge close call. I think it slips past him, because it makes no effect. I think that one slips past him. And looking as to where the ball went out, he actually starts out at the 5. So great kick by Asar. Just excellent. Or great kick by Ari. I've told you on special teams he's a boss, but as a bit of a mess up. Switching sides now. Hazard pinned at the 5. To start off, 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Not much time left here before we get into the second. Can he get one last play in? Yes, he can, and the tip forwards! And in the second quarter, he's already set up nicely. When you're deep in your own territory, there's always that risk of getting stopped, and then your momentum sort of crushes. But Asar's got himself a nice start there. If he can keep it going, then he's got an easy next drive. And a big run there. He wasn't expecting that. Technically illegal play. Yeah, and I think that caught Ari off guard too. Minute 54, first down already at midfield. Hazard gets another big gain for yet another 20-plus yard gain, and it's just been Hazard's night so far. And if he can stay on top like this, then there's a high chance that they just easily win here. And he's got stopped. Only a 5-yard gain on that play, putting a little damper on that high-speed drive, and he's starting to slow down a little. Minute 30 now. 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. Minute 25. Already up by 7. If he can go for 2, then he can make it a double-digit game, but he's going to go for 1 and make it an 8-point game. And Ari doesn't have that many problems getting conversions. You know, he's great on offense. It's just the defense. The offense has been needing to do tremendous work these past few seasons. And it's hard for anybody to catch up with the amount of work that Ari has to do on offense in the regular game. So if Ari can help himself out on defense, that'd be tremendous for his offense. As we'll get a redo of the kickoff. How deep is this one going to go? Another short kick. Speaking of special teams, Asar used to have the worst in the league, but he's been improving, notably. But right now, it's not showing. It is not showing as of yet. Allison Burgers is back. And he might want to try a different method here. But then again, it's up to the kicker as we have kickoff. A low kick to Ari. He's caught this one at the 40. For a 5-yard gain. Good field position to start off Portland's drive. Oh, hesitates. Gets a big gain. Good play there by Ari. Ball placement does bring him up. Tip of the ball was forwards. And on second, he sneaks through. On first down, Ari has him right there. Protecting the line. He's one of the best players at defending against runs down the middle. And Ari gets a big gain. Almost scored. A 25-yard run. And another quick drive for the Portland Pioneers here. About to come to an end. If he can score, and there it is. Touchdown, Portland. Back within 2 of this game. Remember, he is still down by 1 if he goes for the 1 point, but going for the 2 is risky in this league. It's a very low chance you make it. That's... Oh! And he goes off sides. So now he can take a 2 point from the 10-yard line if he wants to try to tie it up. And teams usually stop biting for it once it's on the goal line. Could potentially investigate going for 2 here. He's going to go for the 1-point kick, which arguably would be easier for Hazard to defend in this case. The equivalent of a 25-yard field goal here. The 1 point to bring him back within 1. Trying to rack up penalties here so he can take a 2 point from the 5. If he goes for a 2-point conversion, it's from the 10. I don't know. If he's banned, then probably unban him as he is stopped! 2 conversions cut short. And it's not a bad idea to go for 2. You don't lose too much if you don't get it, which is what happened. But there's a chance of Sar, if he goes for 2, could increase his lead to 2 scores. I know I've said the word 2 a lot. And I don't know why he's banned, but let's get him unbanned. And also, that I don't know why he's banned. Free Jacks. 56 seconds in the second quarter left. Plenty of time for Hazard to operate. And it goes out of bounds at the 43. Good job there by Ari with a short kick. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Hazard looking to the left. Oh! Fakes him out again. And I think he's found his method here. On second down, a big run and another big breakaway. It seems impossible to stop this guy right now. 15-yard line, first and goal. 44 seconds left, and he's got in for the touchdown. Looks like he got stopped, actually. So time will continue to run. And looks like he's going to try to waste time until the 30-second warning. And he's going to be stopped. That'll go down as a sack. 30-second warning. In Portland. Remember, Ari has all 3 timeouts. And he's going to be short. 4th and goal. Can he convert? He's got to convert this one. Play clock winds down. 15 seconds. Hamilton extend their lead. And an extra point brings it sort of out of reach here. 2012. And now it's 21-12. 3-3 on conversions. Meanwhile, Ari has missed both. And again, that's the little difference. The little but big difference that having a defense makes. And it's been a really good job by Hasar so far. Ari is a hard player to stop, but he's been doing it so far. He's been making those crucial stops which he needs. And with 15 seconds left. Oh! Dazzling catch! Incredible field position there. He called the fair catch, so he couldn't run it, but I bet he could get more yards out of that had he not called a fair catch. Good call to go for a fair catch, but I mean, just brilliant catch there. Was in the perfect placement. He executed. And on third down, he has 1 timeout left. It's been working out for Ari so far. He could get within a field goal this thing. As he's going to be short. 5 seconds left. He uses his last timeout. 4th and inches. 5 seconds left. And ball placement was still back. 5 seconds. And he's got past. And that affected the play, so it looks like there's going to be a redo here. Miles called it. Seemed pretty, now that you think about it, it seems pretty obvious. And in the AFA, it's only world play save. If it actually affects the plays, he gets a free second here on this play. And more or less the same amount of time. 3 seconds left. And you gotta wonder, because he has no timeouts left, it's going to be near impossible to get a play to the sideline. So it looks like he's going to go for the field goal. 30 yards. Only a 30-yard attempt here for Ari. He does still have a fake field goal left of the half. Down by 9. What do you have to lose? As the kick attempt is good. The 30-yarder by Ari. 21-15 at the half. Oh. He might not have. And if he sends a screenshot and we can prove that he said go, then that'll stand. But if not, then that's going to have to be a redo. And looks like that's going to be a redo here. (21-12) still. 3 seconds left. And hey, could you thank you. It's just going to be a redo here. Okay, sorry, 40-yarder. From the looks. And it's wide to the left. 21-12 at the half. And we'll see how much time's left on the clock. Hold on. That was spotted incorrectly. Wait a second. No, wait. Wait, was it? Never mind. No, it wasn't. And it looks like that did run down the half. Sorry, it paused on another clip, and I thought that the field goal was spotted incorrectly. My bad. So at halftime, 21-12, down by 9. He does receive. But no matter what, he's going to be down by a possession after this drive. I don't... And Ari will receive the second half kickoff. And it's going to go deep. Down to the 2. And that's a test kick. He lost the chance to pin Ari down deep at the 2-yard line. Unfortunate mistake there. As Hamilton has a fan in attendance. This matchup, one of the more popular in the AFA, as that's going to pin him down to the 21. Fresh half. Can he come back down by 9? We saw a playoff comeback earlier today with 14 points. He's only got 9 yards to go, or 9 points to go. Here on second down, as he hesitates, gets a big gain. For third down now. Oh, and he gets stopped! Goes right into him. Was maybe expecting a phase there for fourth down now. And he's got the first. Just, I don't think he thought... I think he's used to... Because this season, we've seen a lot of runs down the middle, and they've ended up in phases, as that's a good stop by Osar for only 5 yards. We've seen a lot of phases go down the middle, especially in this game for big runs. We've seen a lot of big runs out of phases down the middle, but I think he was counting on that, and it didn't work out for him, as here's 3rd and 10. And he's gotten stopped. Tip doesn't do too much. 4th down again. Can he convert? To send him into the end zone, yes he can. Tip brings him forwards, minute 2. One of the longer drives for the Portland Pioneers. And I think when this league is all said and done, we're going to look back at Ari as one of the best offensive players in the league. And I'm not saying that because of this game. This game isn't his best work. But if you've seen some of his work throughout the years, then you'd know. This season, he beat Lando 49-45. And while you could say strength of schedule as he gets the touchdown. It's still hard to get 49 points in a game that didn't go to overtime. Doesn't matter whether you're... Well, it does kind of matter. And that's good. 19-21. And that kick's going to go out at the 30. Setting him up for what is essentially a touchback. Sar motioning out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, out of the hashes. And he's got past midfield for third down now. Charging on through for the first down. Tip back at the 40. Oh, what a big gain down there. Approaching the Portland red zone. He's had some quick drives so far. As he's got down into the 15 of Portland. Can he get past Ari here? Yes, he can! Down to the 5 for a first down. And looks like he died there for a moment. Rest in peace, Asar, as dead man walking. That's a touchdown. If he goes for 2, he can make it a 10-point game, but you can put it back out of his reach. Oh, I accidentally ran the clock there. Three free seconds to Ari on his next drive. 27-19. Or wait, no, 28-19. Sorry for the mistakes today. As that's going to be out at the 40. Setting up Ari with good field position here. 21 seconds left. And can this dead man walking stop Ari? Well, it looks like he can for now. 2nd and 20. Ari, not much motion here. Cuts across him. Gets a big gain. 3rd and inches. Can he make it across to get one more play in before the end of the 3rd quarter? Yes, he can. 2 seconds left. We'll look at it. I believe he was... Two seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And he's got the yards now in the 4th quarter. Two minutes left in this game. Oh, he hesitates. He's in for the touchdown. And voila. 25-28, down by 3 now. Waiting for the extra point. And he's in for the 1 point. Ari will be getting a big cash settlement as that field goal call. I thought it was wrong, and then I looked back and it seemed right. And apparently he should have been 10 yards up, which may or may not have impacted the field goal, which would have put him up by now. So he will be getting a 1 million cash settlement. And here's the onside, minute 57. Drive worked out perfectly for Ari there. And welcome back. In case you couldn't tell, my internet went out for a bit. So, if you can hear me, hello. It doesn't say I have any problems now with it. And we look good. Again, refresh it. I wonder if you have to refresh to get it back. And the time is minute 57 left in the game. And we are back. Minute 57. In case you were wondering, that the 1 million was for the 10 yards he should have got on that field goal, which nobody called out until afterwards, and I didn't see the chat, so a play already ran by that point. As on first down, he gets a big gain there. Remember, after the onside, there was a high kick that got pinned deep. Got him pinned deep. Hold on. Yeah. Third down. Goes around. Gets the first down. And looks like he's motioning to the right. Goes to the left. Gets a big gain there. Big lead. Second down. He's had no problems on offense today. He's been terrific on that front as he gets closer to punching his ticket to the championship in Montreal. Looking for that Canadian Classique. He is down just before the 5 in the red zone now. Looking to score here. You know, it's not over for Ari. We saw a big playoff comeback earlier today. He's going to try to tip him in there. And looks like the ball placement is in, so that's going to be a touchdown. And the 1 point is in. Down by 9 now. Ari has not held the lead yet this game. You know, we saw Dingus overcome an 11-point deficit in less than a minute. So it is definitely not over. It is not over for the Portland Pioneers, but the way Hassar's been playing his game, he's been doing terrific tonight. Again, it's just a matter of being clutch. Can Ari perform in the big moment? Down by 9. Can he do it? Can he make a comeback possible? And we'll find out. The first really comeback in the playoffs was 21-9. And the Liberty League Championship won by yours truly. Playoff comebacks can be a special thing, but can Ari achieve it? But as of right now, it is a 9-point game. Hassar has a dominating lead. The kickoff will be redone. And he's done a good job on defense so far. He stopped 2 straight extra points as Ari might have got the ball, but it's looking back here. Doesn't seem as if he received that at all. And he'll get a free second. Minute 18. First down, and he gets tipped back. 9-yard gain. And, you know, when you try to come back... Oh, he gets tipped back. When you try to come back, it's a matter of just keeping your head in the game. One run at a time. And before that Miami game, Dingus, big key to winning the game we talked about was about that mentality. As Ari gets a 10-yard gain there. And he's going to get another gain. He's got to maybe try to speed things up a little if he wants to get even more time at this. And looks like near a 4th down situation. Can he cross? Yes, he will. 37 seconds left in regulation. And had he made those extra points, how much do you bet it would have helped him here? To have a tied game by the time you score this, as he might need to get a playoff here. And he does! Touchdown! 30-second warning. Getting that playoff right in time. 32-35. So it doesn't really matter what he goes for at this point. He might just go for the one to be safe. But he is still technically in this game, barring another onside. Miracles can happen in the AFA. It's just a little harder to accomplish. Now for the extra point. And I'm sure that it starts with getting an extra point of some sort, as you don't want to lose the onside then go down by 10! Almost stopped again! As Hussar gets teased! That's murder on the field! What do you think this is, the BFL? As now, he'll go for the onside. That dirty murderer. I'm just kidding, Ari. As we have a crowd watching here to watch the most tense moment of this playoff game here. The onside with 30 seconds left. It's gonna be... Oh! Hussar forces a redo. That might have been the good call there. Did not cross the 40. Hussar forced that behind the 40. It would be a holding if there was a play made on the ball, but it did not cross the 40, so therefore there was no legal play made on the ball. It's a bit of a loophole there, but that is how the rule works. And it's gonna be... We'll check the review. There is a mandatory review after every successful onside. These reviews have led to different results than initially anticipated, so bear with us. Bear with us here. As have the kickoff here. Who swings at it? Because it does disintegrate, and that looks like it is where... Oh, Hussar might have got him. And it's looking like... Let's see. It's looking in favor of Hussar, but... Ooh, wait. And we're going to get some... We're going to let you guys see this one. Okay. Here is the kick. It must get past the 40. Hussar. And it looks like Asar made the first contact with it. Looks like he was the one to swing at the axe. And then after he got tackled, Ari swung. And from the looks, it looks like he was never downed. But that would not run the game out. That would just result in 5 or 10 second runoff. I believe 5. And just to make sure, because this is a big call to make. Yep, that's Asar's. First down, Hamilton. I believe it is 10-second runoff. And he can close out this game here. And it was a good game by Ari. Good tries there. Oh, 20 seconds left. He can just kneel it out here. Ari does still have all 3 timeouts, though. So, you know, technically, but I think they're sort of done with this game. As the groundskeeping crew heading back to the tunnel. And looks like he's just going to try to waste this clock out. And at 16 seconds, he calls a timeout. Free second for Hussar. And he's got downed again. Third down. He might call a field goal. On third down, 1 timeout left. Actually, no, 12 seconds. And he called the timeout instantly. 11 seconds left. That was a 1-second play. 4th down. No timeouts remaining for the Portland Pioneers. He has a fake field goal left. Both teams do. So what's the call here? What do you do if you're Hamilton? Do you just try to kick a field goal, or do you try to run for the first down? As it looks like a valid play was ran. And that'll wind down time to 3 seconds. And I don't get the point of running another play here. And that's it. Down to the 2-yard line, and Hamilton advance 35-33. Heartbreaking Portland, but dazzling win for Hamilton. That's all from Con Sports. We'll see you here or in Montreal for the National League Championship. Hussar versus Blazing doesn't get better than that.